shit, yeah, they bread stank. Walk up in the club, dripping like I'm fresh paint. I can see through the facade like an X-ray.
What's going on, fight fans? It's another great day when you love MMA. Welcome back to Mad Maddie Fight Talk, episode 9. We are getting deeper and deeper, and let's get it going. What a crazy, probably last 2 weeks of fighting that we've seen by all of these organizations. PFL, UFC, Bellator, LFA, they're all putting it on for us, man. I've had nothing but fun watching all of these fights. Let's get on into it. We got some big news. There's a lot of Hawaii fighters that got to fight over the past couple of weeks. You know, I've kind of just been watching these fights. I haven't had too much time to get into these videos because I've just been so indulged in watching all of these performances. But I have to give a special shout out to a few fighters. First of all, LFA, they're putting Hawaii fighters on, man. I love it. Cheyden Steadfast Leialoha. He got a 3-round decision victory over Edwin Chavez. Absolute destruction. From bell to bell, he was destroying his opponent. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I did an interview in my last video, Mad Maddie Fight Talk episode 8, where I got to interview Cheyden before his fight. I asked him, how do you feel moving up into this weight class? I feel like you're going to be stronger. I feel like you're going to be a beast. He said the same thing. He said that, you know, he wants to bring his similar PGP style to the 145 weight class. I think he's doing a great job at that. He literally looked twice the size. Cheyden Steadfast Leialoha is a monster. He is the next rising star from Hawaii. I love this kid. He fights with aggression. He has that old school ground and elbows and just all of that, man. It's nasty. His takedown defense is superior. His takedowns are on another level, man. This guy's cardio is insane. I love watching this dude fight. When he fought Edwin, you could tell that there were levels to the game. Like, that's what I really respect about Cheyden is he's disciplined. He knows exactly what to do. Edwin, you know, he's a tough guy, man. He was on a 10-fight win streak. He came across Cheyden and, you know, kind of got put in his place, I guess, so to speak. You know, I can't really say anything too bad about the guy because I don't know him. But I will say that Cheyden put on a stellar performance. Cheyden basically got takedown after takedown, reverse position on this guy, landed some nasty elbows. It was just a beautiful performance by that guy. So hats off to you, Cheyden. Good job getting the W. Another LFA fight that I was really hyped for was Canaan Kawaihae versus Jake Childers. Anyway, long story short, that fight did not last long at all. Canaan came in, you know, looking cool as a cucumber, man, ready for war. The dude shoots in for a takedown, gets caught in immediate ninja choke, and that was it. It was sub 30 seconds. Canaan absolutely destroyed that guy. It really wasn't even a fight. It was basically like, hey, come here, go to sleep. So with that being said, if you guys haven't seen Canaan fight, please go look up his as well. I'm going to try and get some fights in my description for you guys so you can tap the link below just to check him out as well. These guys are rising stars from Hawaii. They are absolute killers. I've had the pleasure of actually being able to see Cheyden and Canaan fight when they were both amateurs. I was even on a few fight cards with that guy. The dude's amazing. Like, he really is good at just all around, you know, stand-up ground. You could tell, you know, from watching him back then that Canaan definitely has a good solid shot of making it as literally as far as you can in this game. So I'm really hyped to see these guys continue their careers and continue to move forward the way they have been doing. These guys are, you know, absolute monsters. They go out there and they give it their all and they go for the finish from bell to bell. So if you guys are from Hawaii or you're not from Hawaii and you want to check out some killer fighters that are on the rise, please go check out Cheyden Leialoha and Canaan Kawaihae because those guys are just animals, man. They're really savages. They're in the LFA right now. You know, these guys, they don't shy away from competition. They'll go to whatever organization they can to get themselves to the UFC or to the highest platform possible. They want to beat the best guys. I respect that and I love it. I truly enjoy watching these guys fight. Their past performances over the last couple weeks, Canaan and Cheyden, it was just amazing. I was just super stoked to watch that, so congratulations to you two guys. Another great fight that happened over the weekend was Ray Copper submitting Jason Ponet in the first round. That fight didn't last long as well. It was just a week for Hawaiians, I'm not going to lie. You could see immediately when the bells rang, Ray Copper came across, he put the pressure on Ponet. Ponet decided to, try to make it a grappling match, which I thought was weird because he's a Muay Thai specialist from what I was hearing. Cooper ends up being, a state champion wrestler, picks him up, slams him real hard. From there, gets him into an arm triangle. Unbelievable amounts of pressure on the arm triangle, forces Ponet to tap. Ray Cooper gets the first round submission and continues to move on in the PFL tournament. Guys, if you have not seen Brother Boy fight Ray Cooper III, you need to go look this guy up. He hits extremely hard. He is one of the hardest hitting 170 pounders, period. The guy is an absolute monster. I feel bad for any man that stands across the octagon from that guy. I've got the pleasure of being able to see him fight in real life in a few of the Hawaii promotions when I was living over there. Man, I'm telling you, when he lands that left hook of death, there is nothing you can do. It's lights out. The guy is an absolute monster. And the beautiful thing is, his striking is superior to most fighters, but they forget about the grappling. They forget how good he is at wrestling and how strong he is with his submissions. The guy is a straight killer. He can win standing. He can win on the ground. He has the strength, the power. That dude is the total package of an MMA fighter. He is probably one of my favorite fighters that I've ever seen and I've ever got to watch. And I say that wholeheartedly. The dude is an absolute monster. I'm going to drop some fights in the description for him as well. So if you guys haven't had the chance to check him out, look in the description below. You will find yourself some gold. Canaan, Cheyden, and Ray Cooper, congratulations to you guys. You guys are putting on for Hawaii, man. I love it. I love watching you guys fight, and I cannot wait for your next performances. I know you guys bring it every time you step into the ring. I don't need to worry about that. All I need to do is tune in, just like you guys need to do. The UFC had a great fight card over the past weekend. If you didn't get to see it, Yuri Prochazka versus Dominic Reyes. That was a killer fight. That was unbelievably fun to watch. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I never really heard of Prochazka until he fought Dominic Reyes. So naturally, I was going for Dominic Reyes because I know what that guy can do. I've never really seen Prochazka fight. I looked up his fight against Ozdemir. It looked really good. So I was like, damn, this is going to be a war. The guy's fighting style is a little crazy for 205. The guy fights, with his hands here, but head movement. But his hands are here, and he throws with everything from the center of gravity. It's when he connected on Reyes in the first round where he sent him flying across the ring with that right hand, I knew right away, damn, this is going to be a tough fight for Reyes because that looked extremely solid. From there, it was a lot more of the same thing. Much credit to Reyes because he fought with his back against the cage the entire time, and he was swinging hard counters. He landed on multiple occasions right on the jaw. Prochazka didn't even look phased whatsoever. It was nasty. The spinning elbow that he ended up catching Reyes with at the end of the fight, it was a killer knockout. That has to be top 10 knockouts of all time. He put a beating on Reyes. He broke Reyes' nose. The only time where I feel like Reyes really didn't look like he could have had it in the bag is when Reyes was on his back. Prochazka was, trying to change position, or, he was moving from guard to like side control or something and got up kicked right in the jaw. I thought I saw him get knocked out for a second. So I was like, dude, get up, roll him over, go for something. He ate it. He ate the up kick straight on the chin. He ended up getting back up, spinning elbow knockout. So, that was extremely fun to watch. Where I do think Reyes kind of, messed up is when he went for the guillotine and fully committed to that. I thought he was having more success standing up. When he was on the ground, it looked like he was getting tagged up a little bit until he landed that up kick. But it was a wild fight, man. Those guys were gunslinging from the very beginning. When you set a pace like that, like Prochazka did, there's no turning back from that. Once you turn the jets on, there's no really cooling them down. Because you could see, Reyes looked like he wanted to ease into this fight, where Prochazka looked like, nah, man, I'm going to try and knock you out right off the bat. He kind of forced Reyes into his fight. And it worked in his favor. I mean, I'm not a big fan of keeping your hands, here when you're fighting. I don't really like that. But that guy, it works for him. And he lands hard. What I didn't realize until I watched the fight over again is that Prochazka's head movement is really, really good. Like, there was a reason he wasn't getting knocked out by these shots that Reyes was landing. It's because when Reyes would touch his chin, he would just move out of the way. Just out of the way. Just enough. So Prochazka deserves credit for that. Give this guy credit, one, for stepping in there with a Mortal Kombat hairstyle. I mean, that's already, I'm like, oh shit, I want to see this guy fight. Secondly, when you're just basically hands down and, you know, just like, come on, come and swing at me. You know what I mean? Let's see what's going to happen here. That's a fight style you cannot not want to see. You know what I mean? It's like, one, I thought he was going to get knocked out right away. I even texted my buddy. I was like, look, man, your boy's going to sleep, because we're going against each other in the fight. And I told him, you know, I think Dominic Reyes is going to knock this guy out. This guy doesn't protect his face. And sure as shit, I was wrong. Hats off to Prochazka. I'm hoping that Prochazka will get a title shot against Jan Blachowicz, because I feel like that fight is very intriguing. He's a lot bigger than Jan, and his style is a little ridiculous. I mean, I do want to see if he can catch Jan and how Jan's going to react. And then I do want to see if Jan can catch Prochazka, because if he tags him, I want to see what that guy looks like when he's in trouble. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the hands down, you know, irky jerky, like, you know, he mixes it well into MMA, but it's a scary style to have. It just takes one. Anderson Silva did that very often to people and made them look like idiots until he met Chris Weidman. He did the, oh, you can't touch me, and got clipped and knocked out. We all remember that. The first time he lost in middleweight for a long time. It was devastating. You know, I think Prochazka runs the risk of having that happen, but who am I? I'm not a professional. This guy is a killer. He knocks everybody out. So it's live by the sword, die by the sword for Prochazka. I want to see him and Blachowicz go at it. I'm hyped for that fight. You know, I feel like this guy's record, the way he fights and what he did to Dominic Reyes, definitely earned him a title shot. You know, really, who else is there in the light heavyweight that we want to see fight? I mean, I don't want to see Blachowicz, you know, fight some bums. I want to see him fight a killer. And Prochazka is a killer.
Haters talking shit, yeah, they breath stank. Walk up in the club dripping like I'm fresh paint. I can see through the facade like an x-ray.